I'm in heaven right now, and if I could wish anything, it's that my bliss is reaching you. I'm continuing everything that you need to know about nutrition. And as I sit here drinking my black walnut tea, and I just took a Viento pill capsule from Dr. Sebi. But when it comes to fasting, fasting is the time for the spiritual journey to begin. Because the whole spiritual journey is the removal, the enlightenment process is the shedding, like a snake skin, of everything that's not you. And as time progresses, you begin to realize, I thought that was me, but it's not. And I thought that was me, and it was not. And I mean, right now you can conceptually grasp that you are spirit, you are energy, and that's you. You are the stillness, actually, behind the energy. And getting in touch with that is what health is. Because you don't have to lose your body to get in touch with that. You have to realize that that's what your body is made out of. So, fasting. Well, first of all, you're getting out of the mindset that you need to be putting something in. At least for the time being, you're not needing something. Fasting is a time for the body to purge. And it's doing that enlightenment process physically to itself. So when you're not putting in food, that allows your body to go into detox mode automatically. And it will start getting rid of everything in it that it doesn't need. And that's going to really begin with the mucus. Because we have years of mucus built up from all of the acid that we've been putting in our bodies. And that's where all of our parasites are residing. So, breakfast. The word breakfast comes from break fast. Sleeping is the natural fasting time. And most of us aren't really getting the benefits of it because we're eating before we go to bed or relatively close. And what that does is pretty much it just kicks your soul out of your body and it puts you in a coma. Our sleep is coma for most people, and that's not doing us good. That's opening up our bodies for all sorts of possession and parasites. So what one really intelligent YouTuber that I really like, his name's Tyler Budd, he goes by Lucifer, all in caps, 2 separate words. He says to not eat after 7 p.m. And I agree with that. That has worked the best for me, because then your body can go into that anabolic state more naturally, fitting in with your circadian rhythms. And that's a good time to slow down the kind of music you're listening to and just relax. And then when you go to sleep, it's a smooth transition, and your body can detox and you can wake up, and you'll wake up with more energy. You'll wake up naturally, not with the alarm clock, and you won't feel drained or more sick or like you have a sore throat or something when you wake up. And then I keep that rolling as long as I can. It depends on the day and what I've been doing, but generally I wake up and I won't eat. I'll make some tea. I'll make some dandelion root tea or some yellow dock tea, and I'll drink that and I'll do yoga. But the majority of our nutrients, our nourishment really isn't even going to be from food. It's energy. It's high vibrations. And that's sunlight. Sun gazing and spending time to allow my skin to be in the sun. Going outside and breathing fresh air. So walking around, moving in the natural, moving out in nature, and then getting fresh air into my lungs. Fully deep breathing so that you're moving your whole diaphragm. Every time you take a full breath, then you're massaging all of your internal organs. If you can, flex or focus on your perineum, that muscle that you use to try to hold in your pee. If you can flex that, inhale by pushing your stomach out, your abdomen out, and filling up from base up, and feeling it actually go to the peak of the top of your head. You can feel the energy from the breath. reach there. Then you exhale. At that same time, you should have your tongue touching the roof of your mouth, even pushing it. And once you're detoxed, you can even push slightly on your pituitary gland and stimulate that in your brain. Then you exhale by pulling your abdomen in, and that pushes the air out. And it's a balance. And each time you do that, you're detoxing, because your lungs do like 70% of the body's detoxification, and that has to do with the lower lung, and most people aren't breathing into their lower lung. So this is the most important thing that you could focus on. Fasting is so much more than not eating. It's switching your nourishment. It's becoming more conscious. So now when you're fasting, focus with intention, drink with intention. You're having alkaline water with tea, with herbs for a specific purpose. You're listening to specific music for a specific purpose. High vibration music, 432 hertz, 528 hertz. These frequencies, they resonate with sacred geometry. So on a cellular level, it's doing the same thing as tuning into that state of gratitude in the heart. So why not surround yourself with that, rather than making it an uphill battle, uphill climb? Don't do anything that you don't want to do. And if you feel like you have to do something that you don't want to do, get your mind right so that you can understand why you want to do it, or something like that. Don't be torn in duality. And if you're stuck in a duality consciousness, like thinking good or bad, try meditating and imagining a figure 8 infinity sign, this thing, but having it horizontal, being just above your solar plexus, between your heart, and it sticks out here and sticks out your back. And imagine that energy. It's bringing the polar energies back to your center. And that really affects your brain, because it's switching from right brain to left brain to right brain to left brain, and then it connects them. And that's a good practice to do daily. But when it comes to fasting, again, I don't live on a routine. Time isn't real. You got to pay attention to yourself and your life and just flow. So don't say, I'm going to fast for this many days. I mean, you can, but I don't personally see the value in that. I just live. I don't eat if I'm not hungry. And if you are hungry, it's because of one of two reasons. You have parasites, or you're minerally deficient. And if you're minerally deficient and you're hungry, eating mac and cheese, that's not going to do anything good for you. That's going to make your body need to pull nutrients or minerals out of itself in order to process the food. Then you're going to be more minerally deficient. You'll feel stimulated because your stomach's full. And you'll feel full because you will be. Your parasites can snack on that in the mucus, and they can lay their eggs in the mucus that builds up from the acidic food. And then the next day, you're going to be hungry because your parasite babies are going to be like, come on, we need some more mucus in here, and need some of the whatever minerals are in mac and cheese. And then you're going to be craving more minerals, and the cycle continues. So you have to understand, if you are fasting, the first 3 to 5 days, depending upon how poor of a lifestyle you've led, could suck and could be full of like a hell sort of craving. Watch my video on how to combat cravings to get over that. Drinking hot water will stimulate you like food, and it will also combat cravings. So there's so much value in having hot water. Why not make it tea?